playing against an unknown in the tournament practice room, so not sure what he's going to be running. It's possible that he'll be running something non-competitive, but if that's the case, we'll just go ahead and record a different one in a moment. He keeps... Our hand is kind of mediocre, but the brainstorm with a fetch land makes it better. We don't have any way to interact with him on turn 1. That's probably okay. Okay, so he's playing a real deck. That's fine. Okay, now we have something we can do with our brainstorm too. We can pitch it to a force. Library tends to mean that Hammer Mage is not going to be very good, but Magus the Moon should be good. And we have a Cavern to definitely make it land. This could mean he's running bolts, though, sadly. To actually, what is this? Is everybody running like? Never mind. A bunch of decks run Ponder. You can resolve a Ponder. That's okay. Hammer Mage has some utility against some of these blue-based control-ish decks because you can kill their combo pieces, their Time Vault Voltaic combo, but it's not extraordinary by any means. I'm going to play this. Now we have another thing to pitch to force. Which of these don't I want to resolve? I'm sorry, don't I want to keep? Like, this Hammer Mage is still probably the worst card in my hand. I'd rather have all these lands, I think. I don't want multiple islands like this, though. So we'll put one island back, and we'll drop this fetch. And not let him know yet if we want to crack it. Because he doesn't know if the cards we put on the top of our deck are good or not. Okay, yeah, so he's already netted a bunch of cards from that library. And it's about time that we do something about that. Hopefully he finds... Okay, good. We'll be able to turn that into a mountain. Dark Confidant? Because we can Into the Royal that. Net a card off of it, but he'll net another card himself. So... Like, we might want to protect our Magus with a Force of Will play. So I think I'm actually going to let this resolve. Yeah. That's a questionable play, in my opinion, but... I think that makes sense. And we're also going to find a basic island with this to raise our blue count. And this is when cool stuff starts to happen. And we drop our Magus. So he's already dug an extra card deeper than us and was on the play. So he's going to be drawing a lot of cards with Dark Confidant too, but hopefully... After turning his lands all crappy, this will be more something that kills him for the time being. Yeah, I don't think he'll want to play a second one. That could be wrong. If we can eventually land this, which we might be able to over time, we'll be in good shape too. Chances are he'll be able to counter something with this. Mana Vault? So now I guess the Hammer Mage would have done something extra. So basically what this means is that he could tinker us out. But we've got the Into the Royal and we've got a Force of Will. And late game, we've got Frost Titan to deal with whatever Tinker bot he runs at us. We will take that too. He won't be able to even drop this. Probably not for a long time. So I'm okay with the series of events there, and he pitches that. So we don't know what's in his hand now. Second Frost Titan is fine right now because we can pitch it to Force. It will be dropping this mountain to diversify our mana right now. It also makes it look like I might need islands. But we'll be able to hardcast this next turn, which I feel pretty good about. Into the Royal we're keeping. I think this is just going to basically be dealing damage to him because he probably doesn't have very many basics in this deck. Let's see. Flusterstorm, huh? Okay, well, he can't play that right now, so that's okay. Do we take... Here's the big question. Do I want to use his Dark Confidant as a damage dealer, or do I just want to bounce this right now? Very soon I'm going to be able to drop a Frost Titan. I might want to gain a card from this. So I actually think I'm going to kick this. You can't Daze right now. You can't Flusterstorm. I want to draw the card. Okay, so he forced it. I think I'm okay with that. I don't want to lose my force. I think it's too valuable right now. And as of now, we're winning this race, and we're going to be able to drop Frost Titans. So, let's see. Do I want to drop that explosives? I think I do. I think that's the right play. So we will drop this for 2. We can use it to kill his Confidant, or we can wait. I'm actually, I think, going to wait, because this can also deal with a Time Vault. So I'm going to let him draw his cards from this if he wants. My guess is he's going for a Tinker play. That's really the only thing that makes sense right now. But there's that Time Vault right there, so I guess smart that we have this explosives. And he is going to drop it before combat too, which is a little awkward, I think. I'm not sure why he would do that. Unless he wants me to kill the Confidant, because he knows he's taking so much damage from it. That's possible. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now we don't have to worry about Vault, which is nice. And he discards another Confidant, so guess I really wanted that off the table. This turn is going to be pretty sweet if we can land the Frost Titan, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to. We do have counter backup for it, and I feel like if this lands, we win the game. Okay, so he pitches Force, or he plays Force. What does he pitch? A Merchant Scroll? Yeah, I think we win if we land this, so I'm very comfortable countering this by pitching a Titan. Okay, good. And the question is, what do I keep tapped? A Mountain or a Mana Vault? I think I just keep Mana Vault tapped. It deals an extra damage to him during his turn. Not that that matters with a 6-drop. Okay, so that's good. We're playing against a real deck, which is nice, and we took that first game. I'm not sure what he's doing yet with his combo pieces, but I don't think Hammer Rage is going to be sufficient. However, Shackles seems perfectly okay. He wasn't running Oath as far as I could tell, so I'm boarding out the cages, though he could board into an Oath plan. That's just a risk I'm willing to take. We're going to bring in the Blasts. He's got Dark Confidence, so the question is... And what else do we see? Merchant Scrolls and Mana Drains. So this is pretty good. And it would be unlikely that Misstep wouldn't be good in this matchup. Not sure about Sower yet. It's good in a lot of different matchups, actually. Pithing Needle can name a number of things, including Library, if necessary. I have doubts about Shackles. Not sure what he's doing. Basically, Magus won that game for us, essentially. So we have to cut 3 cards. What would they be? I could see cutting a Shackles, an Engineered Explosives, but I think the Explosives would be okay in this matchup. I can see actually bringing Inferno Titan too because of the Dark Confidence, but I don't think so. He could be bringing Red Blast. That actually makes a lot of sense. So one thing I might want to diversify are... I don't know. With a Tinker? I was going to say maybe I want to diversify by playing a red threat, but I'm not sure about that. Could be that he boards in Bolt and makes Jace worse, but I think Jace is still pretty strong because you can Fate Seal on turn 1. I'm not convinced about the Shackles, so I'm going to cut that until I see some more creatures. Sower might be better than Shackles. Nah, but I'm operating on the theory that he's going to be bringing Red Blast. So we might want to look at this bottom area of our curve. Like Skull Clamp isn't absolutely fantastic, but it's actually okay. Pithing Needle isn't extraordinary, but it can stop his combos. I want to cut a Lotus Petal for this matchup because essentially, maybe even both 2 of the Lotus Petals, because he's not playing a deck that we need to ramp our mana in that particular way. The Lotus Petals are primarily to give you some leverage against Sphere effects in the early game. This is fine. We actually have an interesting play of what to do in our first turn. Whether we want to keep Blast up or ramp with Soul Ring. I actually think what I'll probably do is keep Red up and then ramp on the following turn with the Soul Ring. That's my theory anyway. The reason being that then I can... well, actually, maybe not, because maybe I want to take a shot. Okay, he's playing some sort of artifactish deck, probably with Tezzerets, probably like a Tezzerator build. Well, that's probably a fine draw then. Pithing Needle can also name stuff like Polluted Delta. So what I will do here is I'm going to play out the Soul Ring, and the reason I'm going to play it out is because then next turn I can play Magus and have Red Blast as backup. I could have played the Volk Isle here, and then if I drew another blue source, I could play Mana Drain next turn. The reason I did not was because it's unlikely that I just draw that blue source in the general scheme of things, and also I was afraid to get my land wastelanded. Though we did draw that other blue source. So that did happen. We're going to want to play the Volk Island here. And this is where we try to drop our Magus. This also makes Mana Drain really hard to play in the meantime, but that's okay. Wow, he landed. We're going to keep our Red Blast up. He found a basic, notably, which makes Magus much weaker. Ooh, and there's another basic. So that's unfortunate. He's got access to 3 colors now. And now we have trouble casting our Jace too, of course. But let's see what happens. I might actually be willing to have Magus die here. Yeah, I am willing. Let's do this. I kind of like that trade, actually. So what this means, I think, is that now I can land basically an unmolested Jace. I could worry about Daze and play the Mana Crypt before combat, but I'm not really all that worried about Daze in this matchup. Instead, I'm going to leave the Mana Crypt in hand. We're going to play Jace and have Red Blast back up. What's this? He's just drawing a card, probably? I'm okay with that. Okay. I am going to Fate Seal him for the reason that, key? This is interesting, because if he has a land, a Time Vault, and a key, he'll just win. But it's extremely unlikely he has all those pieces in his opener like that. So I'm going to leave this on the top, and then just Pithing Needle will take a key later. That's the plan anyway. The reason I Fate Sealed was because of the possibility of Lightning Bolt. It's just not worth losing a Jace to that. So he has the 4th land piece. There's the key. So if he plays a Time Vault here, I lose, and that's just the way of the world, I guess. But it doesn't look like he's going to. Okay, good. I could have dropped, actually, the Mana Crypt and played the Pithing Needle there if I wanted to be extra safe. Would have risked taking 3 damage. I think that actually would have been right. So we can Brainstorm, then Shuffle this turn, which is good. And I want to do that. We're going to want to play a land. I don't think we need 2 Mana Drains right now, and I'm not convinced we need the Mana Crypt. I'll keep the Mana Crypt. I think that might be right. Let's put back the Drain and the Pithing Needle, because I'm not sure that there's anything else I really want with a Trinket Mage right now. Except the Pithing Needle, so I'll just use it as a card draw here. No, that's wrong. That was close. We're going to name Wizard, and then we're going to make an uncounterable Trinket Mage, and also keep Mana Drain up. That would be the right play. Yes, I wish to use this ability. Ooh, I forgot about the Clamp. Clamp is pretty sweet here. We're doing it. So, next turn we can bounce this if we need to, and bounce it and find a Pithing Needle if we want to defend ourselves against key and stuff, Vault Key. I feel comfortable enough because I can Mana Drain and then protect the Mana Drain. So he needs to have 2 counters on top of the Time Vault, and I feel like I can fight through that. And if we untap here, I think I'm in extremely good shape. Okay, good. So we lose the flip. That's fine. Brainstorm is like kind of redundant, but it's all right. I think I attack here first. One thing I've been wondering is if this deck wants a second Skull Clamp. I don't think it does. Okay, so brainstorming again seems like the unless we want to find a pithing needle. I kind of like that play actually, pithing needle play. Yeah, we're doing that. Cool. Now we get to see if this resolves, and it does. And we'll name Voltaic Key, not Voltaic Construct. And re-equip the clamp. Cool. That was kind of a cool play. We didn't get to brainstorm, but we got to secure ourselves from a possible route of his victory. So I'm feeling fairly confident about this. Okay, I'm fine with that. The Academy means that this Voltaic Key still does something just by being there. Basically like Metalcraft. We've got a Jace, huh? So... yeah, you got it. That's fine. I take it he's going to brainstorm with it and then just get it eaten. I can red blast it if necessary, though. So he might fate seal me, but we can brainstorm if necessary and put it on the bottom. Okay, so we don't even need to brainstorm here. Brainstorm just became more valuable with that Jace out. I'm not going to red blast it. Well, yeah, I'm going to red blast it. Okay, so we have a hard cast Force of Will. Now here's the question. Do I want a ton of mana on my turn? Yeah, maybe. So let's kills Jace. And now we're going to net 5 here during our turn. So let's brainstorm into a... that's not really what I wanted to brainstorm into. But let's brainstorm into a Frost Titan. Nope, but we got another shot. So let's drop this. And one of the forces, I think. Play this. We definitely want to find, I think, just a regular island here. And now we brainstorm. Damn, we don't have anything to do with all that mana. Just too bad. I mean, I could drop like an explosives for 0, but that sucks. Yeah, that definitely sucks. Explosives doesn't even do anything right now. So we just lose our mana, unfortunately, and we tack. I feel like I'm in an okay position because I can more than force and red blast. He's got a lot of basics in his deck. That makes Magus worse than I expected. Okay, so he concedes the game and we took the match. That was reasonably successful against what appears to be like a black-blue style control deck in Classic that's fairly normal. Plus, it looked like it was running red for something that I never saw. I don't know. It's possible also that he was playing a budget version and didn't have enough lands to enough dual lands to build out his mana base. But in fact, I think that was advantageous for him because of the Magus that I had, or the Magi of the Moon. So, thanks for watching that one. I think we'll do one more round, and then we'll talk about the deck for a minute.